Hey, yo, guys, we back. We back. 1 second. Here we are, guys. Welcome, welcome. How y'all doing? Sorry, I'm not really doing anything age restricted, so I didn't. So I put this on to back to normal. I don't even think you know what I mean. Trip and sip. What up? Thank you for clipping the video earlier. It was a rare appearance from Landon. Gringo, welcome back. Um, Yeah, so what you were saying earlier about it's hard to do IRL with. Well, no, it was really it was more than that, but um, it was just hard. I really enjoy MC Frosty. It's very important to me, and I wasn't able to be even close to what I wanted to be with MC Frosty, and I wasn't able to. I believe, in all honesty, I wasn't able to entertain you guys in the way that I um, know I can. You know, but that is you know you know potentially I could have adapted. Potentially I could have adapted somehow, but I tried, and like it's just everything that MC Frosty is or was is not the way, like, maybe not everything, but it's not the way you should act in a relationship. You know what I mean? Like, but I tried. So boy, yeah. Well, they weren't just in all honesty, dude. They weren't just different when I was living with her. It started before that. They started getting watering down when like after we first hooked up in November of 2022, almost right after the election. And it's because now I had someone else to think about, like someone, you know what I mean, like, and like, see, it's weird because a lot of my subject matter is like sexual and shit like that, and like some of the things I talk about are like my past experiences and like whatever. So like being all dirty and stuff about and talking about other females and things like that, as part of my storytelling, that's not good to be with like a current girl. I can, so it be. But like, I'll like straight up, dude, singing alone at midnight. When I started singing alone at midnight while I had a girlfriend, it was like it made no sense. Beam, what up? Living on government money. I'm definitely calling my social worker, my former social worker, tomorrow. See what's up with that. Here goes Sue. What up? I broke up with her after I realized I wasn't happy, and I left within 12 hours of the official breakup. So I'm back in Cornwall now. I took a flight at 2 a.m. Newfoundland time yesterday. Actually, sorry, it was at like 4 a.m. I woke up at 2 and went there at 2 to check in early. So about 4 a.m. But I was up at 2 after like no sleep that day and just a couple hours sleep before that. Rough emotional day packing up. And then I flew to Toronto. That was yesterday, and had some problems with my baggage. Ended up having to ship a bag through UPS. And then I took a train to Cornwall, and now I just it's my second night in a hotel. The next 2 nights, I got a buddy who's gonna let me sleep on his couch. I'll probably make some music or something too. So couldn't handle her. I like. I mean, I couldn't adapt, man. I couldn't adapt. The adapting didn't make me happy. Like, I don't know. Like, it just. I don't know. I couldn't handle her. I I tried to. I tried. Do I regret moving there? Absolutely not. Absolutely not, dude. Like, what is life about except for trying new experience? It was a completely new experience. You know what I mean, it was the potential was there, and the potential was worth the risk of failure. You know what I mean? There was just a completely different lifestyle, and I'm okay with trying that. Now I know that like I don't know, like, but I got to experience the East Coast as well, and but I don't regret it at all. I would have regretted, like, let's say, just keeping the relationship to online long distance, and never trying to make it real. That would have been a regret. That would have been a regret. Alex, what up? Anonymous, what up? But what's crazy, dude, is like the relationship is like was born from MC Frosty, because that's how basically met her. Okay, so that is crazy, dude. Dudes, do like, I'm just saying, choosing the life path of committing to this MC Frosty thing, which I did in 2018 before you guys even fucking knew who I was. You know what I mean? 2018, I'm like, fuck it, I'm going for MC Frosty. After I Like Meth like showed some pretty good results, I was like, fuck it, let's just go. I repeated it with my dick pics and my dick pics video. That was also a fucking banger when that came out. And the engagement and the fucking, the click rates and all that shit was through the roof. Okay, so I was like, okay, I can do this. And then I just went on a path, and then I was live streaming on Facebook, but I transitioned into YouTube after Landon showed me, or I streamed with Landon one night. But he already knew I was in NC Frosty. He knew I would be content for his viewers and whatever, and I delivered. I think, you know what I mean, those, and then I was like, I could do this. You guys liked me, so obviously I did a good job when I streamed it, even though sometimes I don't remember it and we got a shit face, but we went wild. I didn't even know what IP2 was. I didn't know that you guys were into degenerates. I was like, what is this fucking, where the hell have you guys been in my life? So, and then the pandemic came, and that's when I committed to the live streaming, and kind of like went away from like because I used to produce a lot of music from 2018 2019. Hey, don't swear. What? Why is there two? My subscriber count going up. Um, there's a few things. There's a few things like it's it's my subscriber peak was probably like 10 more than what it is now. It's over 3,600. There was a couple things I did to get the subscriber count up, like the Tetris. Once I started putting my name as MC Frosty on YouTube, like started getting some subscribers and players. And Heartbeats via her viewing of Q informed me about the vertical streaming, and that brought in new subscribers as well. Just on like a Friday night, singing my own songs in my speedo, or did I even do that? I don't even know. Singing it, yeah. But I last summer I hoped that's not like last summer I hoped to be at 5,000 subscribers. I thought like the bike rides and the camping and I wanted to, I thought that would happen. Then I was going to start a Discord and I still will when I reach 5,000. But yeah. So, but dude, I wasn't delivering. I wasn't delivering an improvement of my content in a while. It was just slowly being like watered down. I guess the best way to say it. Grizzle Lang, what up? Yeah, I would regret having a what if. Yeah. It was worth it. Okay, well, like financially, I like used the last of my credit. I kind of ruined my credit a little bit going out there. One of my credit cards I've missed a couple payments on, so that was, but yeah, it was still worth it. It was still worth it, and what's not worth it though, dudes, is like hurting another human being's feelings. You know what I mean, or breaking someone's heart. That's not really worth it. Like, if I would have known for sure that I would be breaking her heart, I wouldn't have done it. I wouldn't have went through that. I would save someone. I would save someone else the heartache. Um, Space Trace, what up? Irene, hello. Am I doing okay? Well, it helped. It helped to cry earlier, guys. That was really something different for me to show you guys. Um, as far as the short term, am I doing okay? I can stay at a friend's place for the next couple nights, which gives me time to work to finding a place to live, and I think we're gonna make some music too. So that's gonna be good because I'm full of emotion right now. So I got a buddy who I've worked with before, and might come up with something nice. Buddy pal, silly, what up? Mr. Bum Tickler can live with. That's a fake Mr. Bum Tickler. Can I cry again? No, no. That was a one-time shot. I told you guys that I was going to show you that I am human, that I do experience emotions, and I have to like close my heart in terms of that. Okay, I got shit to take care of so that I don't end up unwillingly in a tent on the street. Even though, what I mean, maybe that is the life. It's just tent life. But you need electricity, dudes. So what do I need? A solar charger? Do I need a dono goal for a solar charger, and then I can fucking just live in a tent? Because that's really all I need, right? It's just a little bit of electricity and like a 20 by 20 foot piece of grass. Irene. Oh shit, man. Wow. I'll add that to the donation. The alert should play. Give it a little bit. The super chats are sometimes a little bit slower on my alerts. Thank you very much. Just waiting for that to play. It's gonna play in a second there. 1 second. There it is.
Stinky_Pinky donated $25 through Super Chat. Big ups, Frosty. Where can I find you on Kick?
Thank you very much, Stinky Pinky. Very gracious, very generous. Much appreciated. To answer your question, where can you find me on Kick? I haven't. I do have one channel on there, but I'm not gonna be using that. But it's called Top Level CM Tetris. That's for classic multiplayer Tetris. But I will probably at some point start an MC Frosty channel, and I may even go for their whole hourly rate monetization thing. If I can get 2 months, if I can get into a place right now that'll even a month, like I can probably get a grind on. I can multi-stream and still keep YouTube going as well. So we'll try a few things. We'll see what's up. 24/7 Frosty Live. I'm not ready. Like, dude, I'm like still fresh out of this whole big life change that just happened. I'm starting over again in terms of my living conditions. That's twice in 8 months, and that's after. Well, I guess I moved out. I moved out of Nancy's in I think June or July or something. I don't even remember. But yeah, last year was crazy, and I just got it before I can like project how I want to be. I still got to get over a little bit of emotional like sadness or whatever. You know what I mean? I'm kind of like just like I have to be strong for the next. I have to be strong for the next. There's no benefit to sitting around and crying. And there's no top level CO touches you get, and there's no benefit to not being like doing things when I'm at the best possible mental and emotional state. So I just gotta like I let it out today, guys. I was crying so hard and so much before I streamed earlier, and I was like, I gotta stream for you guys because I'm like, and but it's hard for me to cry on stream because there is like a switch that I flick into MC Frosty mode, and I've never been about actually crying. I've been about complaining about things that happen to me, and you know what I mean, or like building up the diss track. You know what I mean? I got issues. I occasionally I'll rage. Occasionally I'll seethe. So sometimes I'll like complain about like the pains in my body, my knees, and my kidney stones, and I cry. I didn't actually cry about my kidney stones. I've really complained about them for quite a while. But I wanted to show you guys. That side of me today. Okay, that's it. You got one fucking tear. Joel, what up, man? I'm back. The Dane. Yes, I am at a hotel right now. I'm back in Cornwall, Ontario. See, guys, like in the big picture, okay, like it's, in my opinion, it's better to experience things, okay, and like even though, oh shit. That'll come up. Guys, sadness is part of life, okay? Sadness is part of life. Bad things are going to happen, okay? But I am a person who does enjoy life, okay? And like, you know what I mean? Like I get depressed. I get seriously depressed sometimes if I'm in an environment that is not where I want to be. You know what I mean? But guess what, guys? I'm still here. I got out of that fucking situation. I got out of that situation. I'm at this exact second, which is the all that matters is now. Really, that's all we have is now. I am back somewhere where I can begin again, where I was before, where I'm familiar with. I have history here in this city, and I think.
Stinky_Pinky donated $8 through Super Chat. I look into your eyes and I fall in love. Have a great night, sir. BTW, thank you for unmodding me. C**t Aussie. Oh.
Thank you very much, Stinky Pinky. Very gracious, very generous. Much appreciated. I'll add that to the donation goal. Thank you. All proceeds from donations are helping my hotel and food costs for today. Yeah, it's because like the longer if I were to stay in the hotel, the longer I would stay here is the less money I have to pay for rent whenever I find a place. So thank you very much. Very gracious and generous. I was saying something before. There we go. I think I updated that. Yeah, I was saying something before. Whiskey Hoarder said depressed is not with Sweet Seat Nancy. No. Depressed, like guys, I don't know how the hell we got like or let's say, I don't know why the hell the universe brought all of us together. Okay. I don't know exactly why people choose to continue to watch me. Okay. Every single one of you has had the opportunity to end this MC Frosty show. And that's by just not watching me. Okay. It's an honor. It's an honor that because I used to work in jobs and I always ended up unhappy. Okay. This this way of life, which is only largely possible because I'm a minimalist, okay? So like you're asking a minimalist, "Oh, why'd you leave your e-bike?" Cuz I can't fucking ship it. You know what I mean? That's it. Like, uh-oh. I knew that, you know what I mean? I probably should have just fucking when Nancy said to get it out of the house, I probably should have just fucking sold it right then and there. Like, you know, what I mean, I could have seen it at Nancy's too. Like, who knows? I'm not, that fucking bike caused me fucking problems, man. You know. Whiskey hoarder. that like bros. MC Frosty is not a fucking like what everything I created for MC Frosty was under the premise that I was never gonna have another girlfriend. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, I'm been single long enough here. I think I can be all right. You know what I mean? My last relationship with my baby mama was like destroyed me emotionally.
Stinky_Pinky donated $8 through Super Chat. Definition of depression is watching kick streamers who are botted. Frosty is the GOAT.
Thank you very much. Very gracious. Very generous. Much appreciated. We'll change that to $67 there. Thank you. I don't watch a lot of streamers, period. I don't watch a lot of streamers. I've I go through phases, and there are a few streamers out there that I like. There's a few streamers that I will, if I see some, I follow a lot of people. If I see something, I'll tune in. But I just have the opinion that I would rather stream than watch streams. I would rather be the one that, like, I'd be rather using that time to entertain people rather than being entertained. But yeah, I think like something that would do me good for the streaming would be like like a Canadian RV. A Canadian RV. That would be something where I think I would shine. You know what I mean? Like fucking Landon would be the perfect RV driver, okay? You know what I mean? And he could even recap what's going on in the fucking in the RV, you know what I mean, while he's driving. You know what I mean? He's like the commentator or whatever. And that's what he does. You know what I mean? And fuck. Get Zobeezy on there. He probably needs a break from his kid and his wife. Get Mr. Bumtickler on there when he gets out of jail. We go pick up the guy 420. I don't know. Is Attila back in Canada? Like, where's he at? I'm just saying that would be fucking, that would be crazy. Rick Hopty, what up? Discount Donut, what up? Why would Zobeezy? Well, I was just joking. because he was in chat. He was in chat, and he just brought up that he hasn't been streaming and stuff. So, Young Dorito, what up? Attila's in LA. Cool. Sailboy. Okay. Jules Freezer. So he's a kid. Yeah. Because that, you know, I mean, that's what a lot of streamers have done. You know what I mean? They've gone, like, they've sniped their RVs or whatever. But like, you gotta be careful in Canada. I was just joking about Mr. Bumatickler too. I would not even associate with him at all. Like, he made people like me who actually, you know what I mean, take their streaming fucking seriously, makes us look bad. Like, you know, us, you know, awesome IP2 streamers. You know what I mean? He makes the awesome IP2 streamers look bad because he was doing it in a criminal fashion. You know what I mean? And putting down people. That's wrong. He made me look bad. Probably. And he was talking about me all the time, so the cops probably fucking tried to look into me, so. Stinky Pinky, thank you very much. Very gracious, very generous. Much appreciated for the donations. Thank you. Appreciate your viewership. Just to let you know. I like, you know what I mean? Guys, I cried about this on the previous stream, but I know how shitty the show became, okay? And there's nobody to blame for that except for me, because I was the one in control of it. Whether I succumbed to pressures or circumstance, it was my decision to turn the camera on and provide Frosty material. Like, dry ice, basically. It was what I've been giving you guys. And not even like meth ice. I've been giving you guys pretty fucking good Tetris playing, but not IP2. I was ashamed on some of those streams even put the IP2 fucking network logo up there. Like, I don't want to be like tarnish the IP2 name by just fucking doing a Tetris stream. You know what I'm saying? Richard J, what up? Terry Davis. The American Post Office bought 8 million rounds. Well, okay, what? Are they? Kurt Candles. What up? Yeah, Manitola too. He was a good guy. And that was like some of my best drunk content was with him. The first night we met. Also some of my best drunk content has been with Landon, I would say. Oliver Jabroni. In the here and now, yes, I'm okay. I was sad today, but I shared that with you guys, and yeah, what I think I was saying earlier, guys, like, I really appreciate that even though I delivered sub Frosty material, you guys are still there. Like yesterday we had like 500 unique viewers over those 3 streams, and that part of it was the vertical. The vertical gives a little more, but that's like awesome to know. Awesome to know that you guys have been just waiting for me to stop playing Tetris. Now, you know, like, some people though, because it's just a numbers game. Some people probably liked the content out in Newfoundland. Some people probably don't need to watch me all the time. You know what I mean? So, you know, those people, I guess, you know, that won't be happening. I hope you enjoyed the novelty. Um, Tetris is a slippery slope. Yeah, so a lot of the at any stream during that period of time where I didn't have my face or any sound on, guys, like it was either that or nothing. It was either that or nothing. And sometimes I genuinely enjoy playing Tetris, so sometimes I just be playing, and it's monetizable. I'm able to run ads on it, so it's like I could be not doing anything. I mean, I cannot stream at all, or I can just turn it on while I'm trying to get to 8,000 anyway, and trying to actually build up my ranking, and make $1 or $2 in monetization, which for playing a video game. Ooh. Guys, like, I'm just living life. I hope you guys realize this. Like, I do have some targets and goals, but it's mainly revolving around like just making as much money as I can for my daughter when she's 18. And who knows? Maybe that could have already been realized. It's just maybe my buddy who said he was going to buy me a Lambo or give me the cash for a Lambo. Maybe he's just holding on to it until I can hook her up. Who knows? Terry Davis, yeah. But I am living like just like everybody is, right? I'm extremely lucky, guys, to have been my own boss and to do something worth your time. Okay? That was another thing, guys. There were times recently where I actually had 0 viewers. Okay, that never happened before when I was single. When I was just doing MC Frosty, never did I have 0 viewers. But that actually happened. So that is like, why the hell am I streaming this? And so like when you start seeing that, it's like, oh fuck. Who owes me a Lambo? It's a buddy. It's a good friend of mine, long-term friend. We made a deal back before.
Stinky_Pinky donated $5 through Super Chat. What is IP2? I'm new here.
Thank you, Stinky Pinky. Very gracious, very generous. IP2 is, the IP2 network is a list of streamers, and great list of streamers. And I believe it stands for Ice Poseidon 2. Young Drew, what, as I was saying, who owes me a Lambo? So it's a very close personal friend. I forget exactly when it was, but somewhere around 2018, we were getting into the crypto market. I mean, we both did in 2017, I'd say, and we would always keep each other updated. And we made a pact that if either one of us gets Lambo rich and can afford to buy the other person a Lambo, they would buy the other person a Lambo. So he got there first. Last having 2020. He got good, like 8 figures, I think it is. Like in the tens of millions. So he contacted me and he asked me if I remembered that, and I said I believe so, and he assured me that he was going to hook me up at some point. He was going to hook me up with a Lambo, but then when he decided he was just going to likely give me the cash value of a Lambo, of a used Lambo. So, yeah. And he's actually the one I called to lend me or hook me up with the cash to get me out of St. John's. Within 20 minutes, he sent me $2,500. Yeah, like something like that. Yeah. So I'm perfectly okay with him holding on to that and then like giving it to me, like maybe because I don't know if you guys remember like me saying like my long-term goal was to give my daughter enough money to buy a house or go to school whenever she's 18. That's been what I'm working for. So like if he wants to hold it or he wants to use it to fucking, but I ain't hounding him for it. I mean, I ain't being like, yo dude, where's my Lambo money? He can give it to me whenever he wants to. But what happened 2 days ago is he came through on me for me when I needed some money. I that's the first time I've asked him for anything, and he did what he could to help me get out of that situation where I was like really getting very sad, very sad. I won't. I'm not saying anything about him, but I'm just saying, my friends have really my personal friends have really shown me a lot of support right now at this time. So it's nice to know that I have friends. Yeah, well, he lent it to me. He lent me the cash. He lent me the cash to get out of there. But he said I can pay him back whenever I want. So um, that's what happened. I don't know, dude. I'm not saying he owes me 250. What I'm saying is that he said he was going to come through on the Lambo deal that we had, and I know approximately how much he's worth, and I like he was up to $40 million. So in value at one point. So, and he's like pretty smart. So I would rather him hold on to it because I don't live that way. And if, what if something happens where I die or something? Like let's say he gives me the Lambo money and I fucking die or something like that. Like that's just hold on to it, dude, and hook up my daughter. Like, but he came through with me. And like at any time, I could have been like, "Yo, man, do you think I can borrow 10 grand just to like start pushing the fucking MC Frosty short?" I'm positive he would do that. He's invited me to Swiss, fucking like he's invited me places that cost like $12,000 a week to stay there. You know what I mean? So I'm happy. He knows me. He knows me, and my friends know, guys. Okay, like I do not like asking for help, okay? And like last year when I was homeless, I asked my buddy Jesse for help. I asked Chris Watt for help driving me out to Newfoundland. My friends came through, but like they know that I don't ever ask for help. I don't like asking for help. I'm like, but like I know donation goals are like, basically asking you guys for help, but I've only really like begged for something that I needed like a couple times. Like I remember when I was running for mayor, I like put a disclaimer and kind of like did not encourage donations. I did not encourage donations. I didn't want to confuse it with potentially people donating for my mayoral campaign, which you guys wouldn't be allowed to do. So I just was like, put a disclaimer like all donations are business income for me and are not political contributions. But I did ask you guys to help me out with groceries during that. You guys did. No, I'm not friends with Bill Cosby. I don't know what his worth is right now, but at one point he was worth $40 million, and I've not asked him for a single dollar. Okay, and except for 2 days ago, and I didn't say how much. This is what I asked him for. I said, this is exactly what I said. I said, hey, dude, it's hit the fan with the girlfriend in Newfoundland. I'm like, I got to get out of here. I hate to ask, but is there any way you could lend me enough cash to get a flight and a couple months rent, flight out and a couple months rent. And he had to check his accounts and whatever. He's like, I can send you this. And he also said, he's like this is all I can pretty much send you right now. But he did also say like, I'll have some more available, because he has a Canadian dollar account. So but he doesn't keep all his money in there. So that's what he sent me. So he's able to transfer it to me, and it was there in 20 minutes, dude. In 20 minutes, that's, so that's a solid. So as soon as that happened, I started packing. No, we talk about it, dude. We talk about like we probably talk like 3 or 4 times a year. And he brings it up, I just don't. I don't do, like, more money, more problems, in my opinion. You know what I mean? And like, I'm not the best. I'm not the best with. All I'm saying, dudes, is that if he gives that Lambo money to my daughter when she's 18, I will be extremely happy. I'll be extremely happy. He doesn't need to give it to me. But when my daughter turns 18, that's when I will ask for it. That's when I would ask for it. For her. I'd be like, can you send her the check? I know it sounds fake. But I mentioned this on stream a long time ago. That's been, when I heard about it, I made a stream. I made a stream and told you guys about it. Like, obviously you guys don't believe me. I'm a fucking meth head. You know what I'm saying? But like, I'm just saying. Like, I spent about $1,200 getting home, and with this hotel, since I don't have $2,500 laying around. You know what I mean? I extended my credit. You know what I mean? It's like, so it goes to her. Well, I don't know. Like, if he came to me tomorrow and was like, yo, I want to give you $200,000 or whatever. Let's just say he did that. It's not going to happen, but let's just say he did. I would probably be like, okay, I'm keeping 50 for myself and putting 150 in a trust for my daughter, or putting it into Bitcoin or something like that. Young Dorito. He knows me. He knows that I would ask if I need it. I wouldn't abuse it. You know what I mean? And he knows that I'm not big on money. Like, I don't care about. Like, all I need is enough to fucking live. Like, I don't care to have a lot of. Obviously, I care a little bit because I have expenses and I need to do things, but I don't want to live in luxury. I don't like. I mean, if someone just gave it to me or won the lottery or something, fine. Or like, but I've never tried to be rich. I've always tried to, like it doesn't, like, I don't need much to be comfortable. That's what I mean. Like, I'm not the type of person to ask someone. Here's like, he might send me more in a few months. Who knows? I won't even ask him if he's going. Like, here's what happened. He hooked me up with something that's fucking saved me, dude. and got me out instantly out of a situation. And he knows that I'm like reluctant to ask for that shit. Dude, he's probably had so many people he knows ask him for money. I'm just guessing because I think that's what happened when you get really rich. I'm just guessing that he's probably hooked up a lot of people that he knows with cash. He's never like I've never asked except for 2 days ago. And like like this guy must love seeing you suffer. No, he loves me like a brother. He loves me like a brother. And he also knows that like I've told him I was like, if anything happens to me, okay, just give that to my daughter, you know what I mean? Like, and that's what it's all about. I'm happy with him being able to use it for whatever. Like it's not like something I ever like. I wouldn't even hold him to it, dude. I wouldn't even hold him to it. You know what I mean? It's like not like something that like I like. He holds himself to it. Do you think HB cried? Yeah, like she was crying like on the day of packing. So was I. Yeah, I think she's taking it probably pretty rough. You know what I mean? She did actually care about me, but you know, like I don't hate her. Um, and it didn't. This didn't come out of nowhere. This didn't come out of nowhere. Like Gringo, what up? BOMC. Even if I get it, I didn't get it. It was okay. Well, like even if I didn't get it, have I really needed it? No. I'm here. But I did need something to help me out. And if he wasn't able to do it for whatever reason, that would have been perfectly fine. Here's what I did, dude. I was like, okay, I gotta get out of here. I don't have the cash money right now. I'm like, I need to ask someone to at least borrow it. So he was the first person that I asked, and within 20 minutes, the money was in my account to leave this situation that I need to leave. And had he not done that, who knows what would have happened? Because within 5 minutes of him saying yes, I can send you something, the hospital called and was like trying to book me for my kidney stone surgery on my left side. So like if I wasn't talking to somebody else, I probably would have accepted that surgery call, and then I probably would have had to stay there, and then who knows what would have happened. But thanks to my buddy, like what I was asking for was a plane ticket and 2 months rent. That's what I asked him for, okay? I wouldn't ask that. I wouldn't ask anybody to borrow that kind of money unless you were a friend of mine with a lot of fucking money. I would not have the fucking gall or the balls to fucking ask someone for because with inflation and everything, like he could have been thinking like, oh shit, rent's fucking $2,000 now, and I want to help my buddy out. You know what I mean? I can only do this for now, and that should be enough to get him at least for the next month. So you know what I mean? That I just really appreciate it. And if he wouldn't have done it, that would have been perfectly fine. I wouldn't even have held it against him. I would have just probably called somebody else and asked them to help me out. And I would have probably went and sold my e-bike and all that stuff. You know what I mean? But I was able to give it to Heartbeats. I think she's gonna be able to use it and whatever. Summer rain. How the heck am I? I'm day by day right now. I'm back in Cornwall. Heartbeats and I broke up. I cried it out today. Feel free to watch my previous stream. I also tagged the spot in the stream where I cried. If you check the comments. Gish, what up? Why'd you? Yeah. I mean, I'll pay him back. I'll pay him back if he wants it. If he needs it, I'll pay him back. He said he said I can pay him back whenever. Okay, so he's not expecting it anytime soon. You know, I mean, I should pay back that $15,000 credit card as well. So like, really, the responsible thing for me to do right now, guys, is to get a job and a guaranteed income. I don't know if I can pull, like, you know what I mean, $2,000 a month based on viewer donations. I don't know exactly how that works. If I'm like, I know how it works if I'm doing donation goals $10 at a time, you know, whatever, or doing crazy shit. But I ain't macing myself anymore, and I ain't fucking. I don't really want to snort stuff anymore, like spicy stuff, and I don't really want to eat cat food or dog food. But I mean, I could eat weird shit. But Sean, what? Well, like one option, guys. One option is maybe I should go out and work on the oil fields in Alberta for a few months. Get a little 3-month contract. Try and get into that. And like, I'm pretty sure people can bank like 50 grand coming back to 80 grand working there for a few months. You know what I mean? Kurt Candles. Look into how it works. Huh? Well, yeah. Like, what I don't want to have happen, just so you guys know, is use the rest of the money that I need for these 2 months rent. Okay. So right now, you know, I mean, I'm looking at, you know, somewhere, you know, I guess 500 to 600 a month, or 400 to 600 a month. Cheaper the better. I'm not gonna be too picky. What I don't want to do is spend that money on hotels and not have any income coming in. Now I realize that, that is the way it's always been with the MC Frosty show. I know this, that, and like Gringo was saying, the better my content, the more donations come in, and it's true, guys. And you know what's fucking incredible, guys, is you guys are coming back in droves. More. The stream earlier today, the stream earlier today, I believe that hit the highest concurrent viewers in the whole last year. And yesterday's was the second highest when I was in last night. When I got to the hotel. Yeah, it's like over 60 viewers. That's crazy. Thank you, guys. So, you know, I'm wearing my Speedo, by the way, right now. I'm just saying. But what a cornball, Alan Gray. Yeah. I broke up with my girlfriend and I left. Oliver Jabroni. I seem kind of spun out. I've been tired, guys. I've been sad. My only issue, not my only issue, but my main issue right now is, do I have the strength? Do I have the strength to rebuild myself again? Okay. It's not that easy. Just moving to a different location, guys, to a completely different city. Okay. I've done that twice now in the last 8 years. 8 months. Sorry. Twice in the last 8 months. Or let's say 10 months, because that's when I actually moved out of Nancy's. I've no fixed address, and I've lived in a new city with my girlfriend. Like the life experiences that I've been having, like it's an adventure, guys. Life's an adventure. It's all because of this MC Frosty show, by the way, and it's crazy. Rebuild myself into relaxing alone in a room. No, like rebuilding myself to, well, living in a room, living somewhere, like having a home, and rebuilding my ability to entertain you guys, and therefore have a more fulfilling experience as MC Frosty, and use of my time. Sitting in a room alone, streaming for 48 hours or something like that. You know, that sounds like a good time. I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that before. I'd love to be able to build myself up to do a 48-hour stream for you guys. Call Nancy and beg for forgiveness. She doesn't have any vacancies, and if I was actually sorry, I probably would have already done it. It would be kind of low just to pull that to try and live there again or something. But she would love it if I came crawling back. You know what I mean? But no, that ain't happen. Natural. I should probably lock down work and take it from there. I probably should have got a job right after my unemployment was out. Right? Like I probably, logically speaking, I probably never should have devoted myself to MC Frosty. Now think about what you're saying, Oliver Jabroni. I should probably lock down work and take it from there. So let's just think about the employed people of this world, okay? How many of them were forced to get a vaccine? How many of them felt the pressure and were forced to get, who were like pressured by their workplace because of a work policy, okay, that mandated a medical procedure on them? That was, I'm just saying. One of the benefits of being self-employed during that whole period was I didn't have to participate in that fucking bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. That really shows like how many people, I don't know, how many people got injured because their work forced them to get a fucking vaccine. I don't know the statistics on that, but just saying. But I guess if they were trying to do that, I guess you're allowed to just quit your job if you didn't want to do that. And I guess I can make money up until that point. They tried to get me to do something I didn't want. Okay, yeah. So you're right. I should probably try and get a job, or I could try and make more revenue with this show. Now that I can, like, I'm just saying, you guys have donated approximately $40,000 to me over the first 4 years, from when I got into IP2, so 2020 to 2023. So 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023. That was approximately 40,000 Canadian dollars. So 30,000 US. So I'm just saying, you guys have been very generous, very supportive, more than I ever expected to make with this, more than most people I know who like are entertainers. I'm lucky to do this entertaining fucking thing as a full time. Even though I got help from the government, I wasn't receiving full social assistance. I wasn't receiving a full welfare check. Very rarely, because you guys have consistently been donating to me, and and it is true. The better content I deliver for you guys, the more you guys are willing to support me for it. I've experienced it. So there is potential here. And I ain't done yet. But MC Frosty just came back to Cornwall. Okay. I fucking own this town in an online manner. Okay. The cops still haven't unblocked me from Facebook. I'm surprised. Okay. But I just think a great content idea for IRL, because I don't usually have like a script for IRL. I'm usually just walking around, seeing stuff, talking shit, smoking joints, smoking whatever. Maybe talk to like a random person I come up with, but never initiating contact, not bothering anyone, and I still don't want to bother people. But I have a legitimate question, and it's, do you know who I am? Do you remember me? Do you know who I am? I'm back. Collab with Tom Green, maybe. Imagine that. He lives pretty close to Cornwall. He lives within like, I believe, like an hour and a half. Maybe. That'd be amazing. Yes. And I just think it's hilarious, guys. Guys. Like I ran for mayor here, okay? People know who the fuck I am. 1 in 4 people voted. So they at least saw my name and paid attention to the elections. And like, my campaign video went fucking mini viral here. So I'm guessing a lot of non-voters saw that as well. Edgar Camacho, what up? Could I make a video of reactions? Yeah, maybe. Tom Green is fun to watch, yeah. Right. But faithless follower, as I mentioned, I need a reason to talk to people. I just don't. But this is. I think it's important for people to know that I'm back. What if they were like, "Oh, I hope he runs for mayor next time." Like, whoops, I forgot to. Maybe there was 8,000 or 9,000, or wait, maybe like 4,000 people out there, because that's like there's like 20,000 non-voters. Maybe there's 4,000 people who were just forgot to vote because they were too stoned or high in meth on election day. I mean, that's what I think. I think that's the only reason I lost. People just forgot. And if I would have never left, then I'd have no reason to ask people if they remember me. I could have been here the whole time. But what I do know is my last fucking amount of time in this area when I was in that tent. Like, people know who the fuck I am. The workers there knew who the fuck I was. They were like, they kind of thought I was famous. I got that feeling, you know? I had 2% of the vote. 215 people. Just saying. 2% for first try, and exactly how I fucking ran my campaign, and I paid $100 for advertising. That's pretty good, in my opinion. But just doing it is what counts. How many streamers do you watch that have ran for mayor? Like would that fucking Tiger King guy do it? But how many streamers have you guys ever seen run for mayor? On top of that, with blue hair, in a time like today, with blue hair, on top of that, while on social assistance, just running, and with a white rapper and a fucking admitted meth head running for fucking mayor. Like, how did you, that month was like some of the most viewers I ever had. Like, I'm just saying. My average views the last few months is about 215 for my live streaming. Yeah, because a lot of that was Tetris, right? Tetris was getting down to about 30 views per hour, maybe even less. So, no, everything was down, guys, and I felt like guys, I you know what I mean I was as MC Frosty, like it just didn't work, man. And like, guys, do you compromise yourself in this life? Do you compromise yourself? I bet I'm willing to bet that a very low percentage of you guys believed I would make it past, like, especially with that like, are you a cunt fucking scenario, the red flags or whatever. I guarantee none of you guys thought that I was going to last more than 3 months. And I also believe that some of you thought I was trapped on that island. I also believe, that I didn't have the finances to leave. I also believe that you guys didn't like, nobody would, like, if like the week before I would have been like, hey guys, how quickly, if I made this decision to leave here, how quickly do you guys think I could get off? I think a lot of you people would believe like never. You know what I mean? I smoke a lot. If you don't bend, the world will break you. So that's to the compromise. If you don't bend, the world will break you. But bending is the first step to being broken. So, like, bending is on the way to breaking yourself. And usually you don't bend yourself. Somebody's bending you over and fucking you in the ass. That's somebody else bending you over and fucking you in the ass, bending you. And most people don't break from fucking anal sex. Just saying. No, I consider bending as the precursor to breaking. Like, you're saying, if you don't bend with the world, then the world will break you. I think that's what you're saying. And I'm saying it's not the world that bends you. I mean, I guess other people are part of the world, but it's people who choose to bend you. Like, I guess, like, if you stand tall and you stand strong all the time, I mean, it depends, man. Like, dude, I did bend. I did bend. Okay, I tried. I opened my heart. You know what I mean? Like just I was bending. I've been bending. I've been bending this whole fucking time, man. You know what I mean? Like, but like if you bend too much, you're gonna break too. And if you have the power, to stop, you know what I mean? Stop it from breaking. Bend yourself back. That's what I did. She was bound to break me. Big ups, official blade. What up? Benders. Gotta crawl before you can walk on that. She was about to break me. Um, well, like, was like, I at first when I moved out, when I moved there, I said I was stopping streaming as MC Frosty, and I did try to do it without streaming, but like, I don't think that that just didn't work for me. I don't like I don't I like I don't allow myself to get broken, dude. Like I have a self-protection mechanism. Okay, I have a self-protection mechanism where I am able to realize I'm in a bad situation for me and get out of it. But like that that might involve me breaking myself though, like starting over or whatever. That's possible. I break myself. I break myself, you know, but I put myself back together usually. You know, like I'm in a situation right now where yeah, like my decision broke a relationship and like but I'm still here. Yeah, but temporarily, like in very in different metrics. Let's just not say. I mean, like I was very sad today, and you know, I mean, I've been sad. I've been sad. You know, I didn't have any like just outbreaks of crying in front of anybody while I was unhappy. Like it was just a lot of like unhappy thoughts. Um, I allowed myself to get angry. That broke me a little bit. Getting angry, getting truly angry, that breaks me a little bit. That's but I don't know. Is it too late to go crawling back? I don't think it's too late to ever inquire about to someone about the possibility of doing something that you want to do. If I wanted to do that, if I was like, "Oh my god, I made a mistake. I regret leaving." I'm sure I could come crawling back. But that is okay. If leaving in the first place like, you know, within 12 hours of breaking up was manic, if that was manic, then me going back, crawling back right now is completely schizophrenic. No offense to actual schizos out there. But that is like, no, no. I didn't like, I didn't fucking call in the emergency brigade on my life here for my buddy to help me out as a game to play in a relationship. Like when it's over, it's over. When it's over, it's over. We tried, and I don't hate her, and I don't want to continue that because it's not good for me. No. Taking sometimes I would take out trash. Sometimes she would. I would usually bring it to the. I would usually bring it to the like throughout the week if there was trash. I would take it out to the bin, but then on garbage day she would usually take the bin out to the road. But no, I just would really. I don't know. Like I wasn't prepared to make the changes. Like I don't know, or I didn't like I don't know. I suppose I'm like don't fuck with MC Frosty, okay? If you use Jordan, if you use Jordan as the way, like I'm not even saying it intentionally or whatever. Unintentionally or intentionally, do not fuck with MC Frosty. I think that's the root of the story, guys. And like I was saying, if you happen to know me personally, okay, just don't fucking tell me what to do. Don't tell MC Frosty what to do. Better, even better. Never tell MC Frosty what to fucking do. Did I quit cigs? No. I pretty much quit drugs out there though. Like, how can someone unintentionally fuck with you? Wait, with MC Frosty? How could someone unintentionally fuck with by thinking see you're fucking line of questioning, man. So you're trying to fish out what specific things about what she did. It's not going to happen, dude. But how could someone unintentionally fuck with me as MC Frosty? Like, let's say let's say how could someone unintentionally fuck with MC Frosty? Let's say someone asked you a question about me. Like, why don't you work with MC Frosty? And then you believe in your head that like you actually tried to work with me or something like that because you sent me an email to an address that you thought was mine. Let's say because you believe something that isn't true, but you don't know it's not true. That's when you could fuck with MC Frosty unintentionally. When you are misinformed about and you react to information that you incorrect information regarding MC Frosty. You have to actually act or say something though, I guess. Sounded like it was a misunderstanding that I blew up over. Yeah. Yeah, I blew it up because I had an opportunity to. There will be some music making over the next couple nights. I'm going to be staying at my buddy's place, and we're going to make some music. Um, I'll probably like stream briefly throughout throughout it. But yeah, so that's nice. That's nice. I got a couple days as well to figure some shit out. Unintentional fuckery. What are other examples of unintentional fuckery? Um, like you could believe you're doing something to help like you could be trying to help someone or believe that you're helping someone, but it's not what they need. Or how about this? Maybe you weren't aware of the 11 rules of this earth, and you accidentally break one of those rules around MC Frosty. That could be unintentional fuckery as well. Like, let's say someone starts giving you advice unasked for. But do you take the advice if you didn't ask for it? No. What happened to my shoulder? I was carrying all my luggage and my book pack, my backpack as well when I was in Toronto. I had about 150 pounds in luggage, including 2 large suitcases and a medium one and my backpack. And my backpack was pretty heavy, and I was carrying it all around, walking around downtown Toronto, trying to figure out how, because I couldn't bring on the train the extra big suitcase that I had. They wouldn't for the short trip from Toronto to Cornwall. They wouldn't allow a checked extra bag. They wouldn't allow me to buy a ticket for the extra bag, and the bus going to Cornwall was only the next day. So I had to figure out a way to get that bag home, and I walked around there. I didn't put it all in a cart. There wasn't a cart there that I could use, so I had to walk it all around, and it was fucking hard. And yeah, I got scratched my shoulders, but I think my shoulder's a little stronger. Yeah. Without evil, there is no good. Again, MC Frosty is a nihilist and will fake any beliefs to justify his means. A nihilist? Am I? I've been pretty consistent with the 11 rules of this earth. Even it's just like an energy guide, a guide to energy. A nihilist. Like, what? You think I don't believe in a nihilist? Like, you think I think that nothing matters? No. I think what matters, I don't know whether, like, what matters is if you enjoy your time here on this earth. I think is that a nihilistic approach to believing that, like, you should make, like, each individual should make reasonable efforts to be bare minimum content or enjoy as the largest percentage of time, that they can enjoy it, or at least be fulfilled by it. And we don't always have the opportunity, like, shit happens, or you get in bad situations, but when you're in a bad situation, you can make the choices to improve it or stay in it or make it worse. So right now, like, yeah, I know I'm not enjoying the situation I put myself in. And there's, I don't have there's no real security yet in my situation. Um, I'm confident I should be able to. I'm confident I should be able to. I'll be all right. I'll be all right. But like what I really wanted, guys, was like to have a happy relationship with someone, contribute, like have each other contributing to our enjoyment of of each other's lives, and and me spend my time continuing to develop this Frosty show and grow it But that was not that was not um that was not possible. I mean, I guess I could have thought of other things to do, but I'm like, I've been doing this. Like, MC Frosty is a fucking mindset. It's like I was in Game 7, guys. I was in G7. I'm in G7 right now, actually. If you ask me, choosing Cornwall, like at least temporarily. Um, but this is like, like dudes, when you like, I don't know if you ever had a relationship break up or whatever, but it's good to have a support system. And you know what? You guys are a support system. I'll tell you, in my life, I'll let you know that, because you guys allow me. You're being here and enjoying the show and watching. That's what allows me to do something that I enjoy. If you guys didn't watch, and there wouldn't be much enjoyment, I wouldn't have any feeling that, like, oh, you know what? I think I made some people laugh today, or like, I was hilarious today, or I was crazy today. I know they fucking enjoyed it, or I was like a piece of shit today, and people fucking were probably like thinking that, like, they're that he's a piece of shit. I was so scummy today. Whatever. But I can't think of any stream that I've ended that like has been like, I hate streaming. I fucking can't stream anymore. This is not enjoyable. I've never I don't remember that. I don't remember that. Do you guys remember that? Have I ever been like, I guess maybe when I said I was, but I wasn't quitting streaming because of you guys and me. I wasn't why I was going to do that. I was like, streaming is not going to affect this relationship very well. So I was like, okay, I'm quitting. That's why I quit, and it was right. But I was unhappy not streaming. So Montreal, look good. He's better off there. Yeah, and maybe I can move there. Okay, I'm open to that. I'm open to moving to Montreal, but I would need like, because either I go there and I fucking get a roommate, or I get a fucking place to myself. I've lived with roommate there, and like, not everybody can live with a live streamer. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been fortunate. Like, Nancy and I smoke a lot. They put up with that. And my most recent living conditions, I was not able to do what I wanted to do. So Montreal is cheaper than Toronto. I don't know. Maybe it is only 12. Maybe it is only 1,200 for like a 1-bedroom now or something. I don't know. We could check. But what I should probably do if I was going to do something like that is save up my money. Like make a little bit of money here in Cornwall, save my money, and then move there. A studio in Montreal would be 500 then. Yeah, but Montreal is also 1 hour away on the train, bus, um, car. So what might be smarter is getting a driver's license out here. That might be smart, and then maybe getting a cheap Chinese electric vehicle or something, you know? Oh, if money wasn't an issue, what would I do? Great fucking question, and that's a really good time to ask me this. Okay, if money was not an issue, what would I do? Okay, I would book a series of venues. Okay, and some local acts to play at each venue, and I would go on a fucking little MC Frosty tour, completely financed already. Doesn't even matter how many people show up. If money wasn't an issue, if money truly wasn't an issue, I would give out free tickets. I would hire like Tom McDonald and to open up for me, and I would hire Kendrick to open up for him, and I would get Drake to do a little opening set for the whole show. You know what I mean? If money wasn't an issue, I'm gonna give people free tickets, and I would go on a tour bus. Maybe not with those guys in my same tour bus, but I would go on a tour and just perform my dick songs for as many fucking people as I can, and I'd have a great stage setup, and I would great light show, and I ain't no Lil Dicky. Lil Dicky's way better than me, but I would just go on a tour, and you know. Yeah, a studio would be fine. I think rents might be going down, but that's what I would do. And the reason that I would do that is that would fulfill something that I've never done, which is go on tour as an artist in any of the bands. Oh, by the way, guys, I'm probably going to be playing guitar. I got invited to play guitar in a band, JD Howard, they have shown up on some of my streams. So I might be playing guitar in a punk band very soon. So that's cool. I already got asked. You know what I mean? And like, that's sick. So hell yeah. No, I would give people. I would give people free tickets to come see me, so they wouldn't have anything out of their pocket. If money wasn't an issue, if I had all the money, something like that would probably pay off in the end. But just in case they didn't like me, at least I got to see Drake. At least I got to see Kendrick and Tom McDonald. Just in case they didn't like my stuff. But I think that would pop off. You know what I mean? Free guys, like entertainment's a weird thing. Because there's a lot of reasons why people choose to be entertained. Okay, there might when people some people just want to relax and get their mind. All entertainment is ultimately a distraction from what's going on in the real world. You know what I mean? Even music. It's so I know who I am. I know what my intentions are. I know why I do this live streaming thing. So I just believe that those who do spend their time being entertained by me, um, we're pretty much we're on the good team, guys. We're on the good side. Like you don't have to feel bad about. Maybe you'll feel guilty or whatever watching me do stupid things to myself or cry, or you might feel a little sad or whatever. But I don't think you have to like be ashamed of watching me. Maybe I'm not something that you would necessarily like share with your friends that you watch, but I think you can feel. Most people can feel pretty good when they watch me, and that's great. That's great. Even if I can show you guys how not to be, that's great. If I can show you guys, if I can give any like like some I've just been shooting the shit. Sometimes I fucking bring up. Sometimes I bring up like I make good points and stuff. Like speak some knowledge, speak some facts. Can I cry? So easy. No, what's important to me, okay, what's important to me is when it's all said and done, okay, I would like to know that my direct interactions, or I guess indirect if you want to count the internet, but my indirect my interactions with the human race results in a net positive. I want to be a net positive influence on those I encounter, or on those who are aware of me, on humans who interact with my contributions to this world. Everybody's contributing to this world, right? Whether you're like you're contributing something, whether it's good or positive. Everybody's contributing. I want my contributions to be a net positive. Positive and negative, they can be subjective. What I mean by positive is that people aren't harmed. I don't harm people. That's negative. I don't hurt people. I might ruin a motherfucker if they deserve it, but that's your own fault. You shouldn't have, like, you know what I mean? That's not my fault. Like, if I'm the one who has to fucking teach you why you don't act in a harmful manner, then I'm happy to do that. No, with all the money in the world. Well, I mean, then we could get into crazier shit. Like, but the first thing I would do is fulfill a personal dream of mine, which is to perform my own music, or perform any music really, on a tour. That would be great. And to tell you the truth, I don't really know how like live crowds would react to me under a well-produced, well-rehearsed fucking show. Well-scripted live show. I think maybe like 5 to 7 of my songs, maybe even just like a 15-minute set in a comedy situation, I think that might actually be where I belong. Like singing just like My Nuts, Alone at Midnight, Back Pages, and Dick Pics. something like that. Just dirty songs with a little story. I think that's where I belong. What about those around me? What do you mean those around me? Oh, sorry, what was the question? Have I talked about Heartbeats was preventing you from streaming? She wasn't preventing me from streaming. I was in a situation where I chose to alter the streams that I did, but it wasn't like it was my idea. It wasn't hers, but there was like like it's just it's not cool to it's not let's just you say this it's not cool to like I realize the aspects of the MC Frosty show or the way I speak or the subjects I speak about or whatever that aren't good for a relationship potentially for someone who let's just say has difficulty separating MC Frosty from Jordan Pops. Let's just say that. Who can't separate it. Something, who takes things that I say seriously or can't, doesn't realize that it's a show. It's a show. So so I made those decisions. Like and I can't it's not cool to just like get drunk, blackout drunk or whatever. So I can't do like fire sales. I couldn't really do that shit at any time of the day. I couldn't stream any time of the day just because of the circumstances. Like I couldn't do that. That's why I didn't show my face sometimes. So a lot. So yeah. I now know that like it's possible that it's difficult. It's the MC, I mean, maybe the MC Frosty show is not, I don't know, like like I think if I had a girlfriend that didn't watch the MC Frosty show, was like, I guess like an independent woman, you know what I mean, or something, and like just completely let me do my thing. No like issues with anything. Just complete freedom for me to do anything. No issues with anything. Whatever. I think that would have more success. And we, I mean, and like I wouldn't, but classic mistake. With all the money in the world, my first went to satisfying my fantasies. Sailboy, Stinky Pinky, what up? Classic mistake. Well, I think they asked what the first thing I would do. What was the specific question? From BOMC? Oh, it wasn't what I would first do. If money wasn't an issue, what would I do? I interpret that as what I would first do. Like, here's a reality, guys. Money is never an issue. Oh, money is never an issue. There's an abundance of money out in the world. It's time which is the issue. Why wasn't I able to show my face? I chose not to show my face because there was certain times during the day where it would be it was just not appropriate in that household environment. So I could have not streamed or streamed Tetris streams.
Stinky_Pinky donated $10 through Super Chat. Am I banned?
Thank you very much, Stinky Pinky. Very gracious, very generous. Much appreciated. No, you're not banned. I can actually see you in chat. You have a wrench. It means you're actually a moderator in the channel currently. Thank you again. I should be now. You would produce the MC Frosty movie. Well, let me I'm gonna try and. They should be blocked now. What? Girlfriends are content killers. They don't have to be. I think that there's just a really good chance, guys, that I'm not a good boyfriend. I'm not a good person to be in a relationship with. Like that's just completely possible. All I'm saying, guys, is I tested the waters in the ways of love. I tested the waters of love. I was, single for a long time. I tried to explore that aspect of what life can offer, and it didn't work out. But there was. It wasn't all bad. There was good times, and it was life experience. There's, I don't know what to say. What does this man offer besides Tetris? Well, I'm just getting back to my old ways. I don't know if you're asking me, but I'll answer it. I would say that I offer a unique viewing experience in that I present myself with as being a piece of shit. If you want to watch a piece of shit make fun of himself, if you want to come in here and treat me like a piece of shit because it makes you feel better, that's what I offer you. I can make you laugh at me. I can make you laugh with me. And I'll just say it. I have a big fucking dick. Maybe that's not of interest to you, so. I also play music. I write music. Sometimes I play guitar with covers. I make music on stream occasionally. I used to do psychedelic educational trips on stream as well. But I think most people think I'm pretty funny. Um, I do offer in the past a very non nuisance type IRL experience. That's usually what I'm good for. Non public nuisance. I don't know if that's the real Zobeezy. The real Zobeezy is modded in here in this channel, so. Well,
Stinky_Pinky donated $5 through Super Chat. Can we mod the real Zobeezy? Respect to that guy.
thank you very much, Stinky Pinky. Very gracious, very generous. As I had mentioned, the real Zobeezy is already modded in here. I don't know if that's his alt or what. But yes, that is Zobeezy is modded in here. Thank you very much for the financial support on some of the expenses I'm experiencing. So what else are you guys saying here? He's lying. He doesn't make music. No, that's my foundation. What else do I offer? Okay, here's what I used to offer. Like but when I was single, I was quite transparent with a lot of the things that I talked about, or my life or whatever. The things that I brought on the show, I was quite transparent. With this relationship, I kind of wanted to keep it separate from the show. And there became more and more things that I didn't want to talk about on stream, like about my life. You know what I mean? Like let's just say Heartbeats and I got in a fight. Okay, let's say when I was single, somebody came up to me on the street and said they wanted I better watch out in the side streets or something like that. You know what I mean? Suppose someone threatened me on the street or whatever. I would come back on the show and tell you guys about it because it was a big event in my life, or it was a big, almost a fight or whatever. What I like, if Heartbeats and I got in a fight or whatever, I couldn't come tell you guys about it. I couldn't come output and like make fun of the situation and deal with it and like give you guys the information about the situation. Maybe you can learn something. Maybe you can say, oh, you shouldn't have done that. Like, that was a mistake or whatever. That was your first mistake or whatever. You guys, learn something from my life or whatever. But that was off limits. That was off limits. And by my desire.
Stinky_Pinky donated $5 through Super Chat. This Zobeezy remembers sh*t he is real.
Thank you very much, Stinky Pinky. Very gracious. Very generous. This Zobeezy remembers shit. He is real. Yeah, but he has another account. He has another account that's his real account. That's modded. Thank you very much. Very generous and gracious. We're at $92 with the super chats. Thank you. Earth Bowl, what up? People are in disbelief that you broke up with Heartbeats. People were in disbelief that I hooked up with her in the first place and that I somehow managed to have a girlfriend. People are in disbelief. They're like, how the fuck? Frosty's pretty ugly. You know, how the fuck that happened? And now they're in disbelief that I broke up with her. You know what I mean? Because how I'm sure, how could he leave something so good? How could he believe the only woman that was going to give him a chance? And if you disbelieve that shit, then I've done a good job. I've done a good job of being MC Frosty. If you were questioning how I managed to pull a baddie or whatever, then I've done my job as MC Frosty. If you're questioning, like, if you're like Frosty's a fucking piece of shit meth head, then I've done an excellent job. You're completely, there's no, and like, how did he leave the best thing he's ever had? How's that possible? Well, you guys don't know the entire story. I have no desire to share the entire story. But what I will say is that there comes a time in and this is something to for self-preservation, maybe because I have a depressive side or whatever. But when I'm in a situation where I'm unhappy for a long period of time with no sign of improvement, and it's manifesting into seriously detrimental emotions such as anger, I'm out of there. I'm out of there. I will leave any situation that does not make me happy because I can work, like, usually it's situations that are beyond my control, which result in unhappiness. Why would if I was in a situation, which most situations in my own personal life, I am in my own life, I'm in control. So why would I do things that make myself unhappy? Now, leaving her and moving, it makes me sad. It makes me sad temporarily, but I did this in the hopes that I will be happier in the end. She was not polyamorous. No, she's no. Brett Keane. No. No, yeah, we broke up. Feel free to watch previous streams. I haven't really given any details about it. Sonny Crockett, let's focus on me. Put an end on this chapter and move on. Right. I'm always focusing on me, dude. That's one thing. Oh. There is a possibility, like guys, I kind of do things like I do what I need to do. Okay? I need to spend as much of the remaining time on this earth enjoying the highest possible amount of it, the highest possible percentage of my remaining time on this earth. I think that's a great philosophy, to like be aware of times that you're not enjoying, and being aware of times that you are enjoying, and cut down the amount of time that is not enjoyable in this life, and thereby, I mean, I guess there could be neutral time as well. But then that's like that's another thing. You sometimes, in order to do that, to cut down the amount of percentage time, you just got to make a mindset change.
Summer Rain donated $5 through Super Chat. Take care, Frosty. Life is difficult at times. I know this. All will be okay.
Thank you, Summer Rain. Very gracious, very generous, wise words. Yes. No, like, difficulties are sometimes good. Difficulties are sometimes good. I'm, you know, I'm I got a couch to sleep on the next 2 days, guys. I don't need to worry about a tent. I don't need to worry about paying for a hotel for the next couple nights. You know, I already stayed here for 2 nights, which is more than I intended to. I got a little bit of time bought to find the next 2 nights that I can sleep on. You know what I mean? Like but I'm just saying, I'm gonna be hanging out with a buddy and making music tomorrow. Like these are good. These are good things. But I'm day to day right now. Yeah, it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough. I think it'll be worth it. Thank you, Sonny Crockett. Appreciate it. Oh, I gotta add that $5 to you. Sorry, just 1 second. Thank you again. We're almost at $100. Very much appreciated. Butterfly. Be aware when you totally are enjoying it. Yeah. So I in my life, like failure is rarely enjoyable. Okay? Being able to admit your failures is important, okay? If you can't admit that you're failing, then that's if you're all like but it is important. It's important to improve. I am focused on improving, but I'm willing to take a couple steps back if I need to. I'm willing to reset. Actually, this is the technical term of what's going on right now, guys. Okay, breaking up and leaving where I was living. It's a reset. Okay, leaving Nancy's where I lived for like 4 years or something, and then moving out to with Heartbeats. That was a reset. You know what I mean? So sometimes a reset is fucking difficult, but it's necessary. It's necessary. Now, fortunately, this reset I didn't go back to zero. I guess. Personally, I went back to zero. I'm alone. Financially, this reset didn't break me, thanks to support from my friends. And you guys are still supporting me financially and with your time. In many ways, I value time more than money, guys, and that's why I value your time, and that's why we hit like 60 or 70 viewers earlier. You know what I mean? That's a lot for me. I think that was the most viewed stream of the last year or something like that. Most people. Thank you guys because I also feel that like you're kind of wasting your time by watching me because if you have things that need to be done, you're kind of wasting your time. Unless what you need to do is start enjoying your life a little more. You might be able to pick up some snippets of like advice or, tips on how to, maybe change your mindset, be happy. Um, I thought I was gonna be super happy in a relationship and being MC Frosty. That was my optimistic approach to this. I was like, she's a big fan. I mean, she's gonna be a cool with MC Frosty no matter what I do. She's seen me do all kinds of bad shit. No matter what I do, it's gonna be all right. Um, I think in most cases it was, and it was my decision. It was my decision to like not be as Frosty. Out of respect. Because you know what? When you're in a relationship, it's kind of disrespectful to disrespect yourself. Like if you don't have respect for yourself in a relationship, as in like, because a lot of the things that I've done as MC Frosty is not showing my body respect or my nostrils respect, and ultimately not showing my self respect. You know what I mean? Like macing myself is not a self respecting fucking thing to do. Eating 70 peanut butter cups is not a self-respecting thing to do in a day. Shit like that. Linda Belk, what up? Life can change in an instant. Don't make you cry. I'm not trying to make people sad. Like, but if you need to cry, it's good to let it out. It's good to let it out. Like I thought I rewatched my cry stream earlier. I rewatched it and I was like, this is hilarious entertainment right now. You know what I mean? And I didn't plan when I was going to cry, but I knew that I was in a cry state of mind, and I wanted to show you guys. I wanted to stream myself crying because you guys never seen it before. I didn't know what was going to trigger me, okay? But the things that I am, the true things that I was sad about, it was what triggered me. I mean, as soon as I started talking about how I felt like disappointed in myself for allowing my show that people willingly spend time to watch to enjoy their time, and I allowed it to fucking degenerate into something unenjoyable for loyal viewers. You know what I mean? That like my Tetris streams I'm streaming. Yes, I brought in new viewers, but I know the analytics. I know how everything is fucking gone down. You know what I mean? Everything. So I felt bad about that. And I was kind of it was kind of overwhelming to see that I was pulling in like record numbers on my streams now that I'm single, and that like you guys for this last year, and that you guys are still there for me in terms of my job, my you know what I mean, like so what that means is that like I am pretty good at live streaming. You guys do get value out of watching me, even if you're like a hater or a hate watcher or whatever. You can get a really good hate on watching me. You know what I mean? You can, but it's not as, I don't think it's as fun to hate me. I don't think because like it's so easy. Like usually you want to hate someone, like point out their faults, and like if you're hate watching, point out their faults and trying to shame them. It's difficult. It's difficult because I beat you to the fucking punch, bro. I already put my fucking faults out and advertised them and sing about them and fucking, you know what I mean? But I also sometimes showcase the perfection of a fucking Speedo. You know what I mean? Sometimes there's no faults. Sometimes there's pure perfection when you're wearing a Speedo. Yahweh, what up? You just went through losing someone in death. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. My condolences. You're very curious to find out the outcome of the dilemma. Well, so this is what I do. This is what I do on the MC Frost show is like I drag out a script. Okay? Now this particular script, I'm not putting any personal blame on the other person involved. Like normally if this was just like a random person who like angered me or hurt my feelings or something or punch me in the eyeball or like block me on Facebook or something, if you're supposed to uphold my rights or whatever. If you were, I don't know, maybe you're a fucking fire chief trying to ban the fucking the fire pits in the city or something. You might get a diss track, and I might exploit that even further. I might publicize your error in ways, but right now the script is it's and I keep saying script. It's not like I plan this for the show. What I mean is that like just what's going on in the show. The subject matter of the show is me breaking up with my girlfriend, leaving, and being forced into a situation where I have to survive. I have to. If I had to predict what's going to happen, I'm probably going to find a cheap place to live. Probably a room somewhere. I may have to be real quiet when I'm streaming there. Who knows? We'll see. I'll adapt. It probably won't be permanent. It'll probably be temporary. And depends. I'm gonna try and unleash as MC Frosty. So I'm gonna try and bring you guys some content, but I never have expectations of like livelihood type money. But it does sometimes happen. You guys are being very gracious and very generous right now. You guys are helping me out. But the smart thing is I should bank a little bit of money, I think, right now, and I don't know. The smart thing, I don't know. I don't know what the smart thing is. Oh, it is pretty late. Or there's another option. It's just to like not do anything. Just like stop. Just like trying to do anything. I don't know. I like to give a solid effort. But it would be easy to fall into a trap of sadness right now and not get anything done. And I wouldn't be able to get anything done probably if I didn't have such a strong support system, which does include you guys. You know what I mean? You guys have made me feel good. about the situation. I'm sure some of you want a diss track, and some of you will probably want me to, like, you know, you know, just share the dirty laundry or whatever, and like, but that's just. I was like, I said some mean things to her, so I've already been mean, and I don't like it. She doesn't deserve that. She doesn't deserve any type of like public shaming at all. Like, I'm not even blaming her. Like, but I, you know, I do thank her for like giving me an opportunity to open my heart, or like, you know, at least trying something, at least. What would be a shame would be if I would have stayed, and like, even though I was being unhappy, if you know, another year, or like, I don't know, man. It's hard to say. I prize my emotional energy. Or I pride. I don't know. Uh, Positive energies. Like, yeah. This track would be corny. You don't want that lame. Yeah, yeah. And I already know Chat's feelings on that, because I considered doing a diss track on my baby mama at one time, and Chat was kind of like, no, I shouldn't really do that, and so I didn't. And yeah, like, but there's like, as I mentioned, I should write a diss track on myself for being like, I don't know, not very nice. Yeah, respect other people's feelings. Yeah, and yeah, like, I wanted to keep that separate from the MC Frosty show anyway. The whole time, that was like an issue, was the importance of keeping the MC Frosty show, and separating MC Frosty from Jordan, keeping the MC Frosty show separate from reality. And like, at first when we first hooked up, I proposed like not even letting you guys know about her and my relationship. You know what I mean? I don't know if that, because some people, I don't, we didn't talk about it, but some people might take that as, I don't, I want to keep you a secret, you know, because I got some nefarious other fucking thing. But we decided that we would let you guys know, and I, you know, I asked her, like, are you sure, like, you're gonna become a target? You know what I mean? Gotta make a commitment either way. The only thing I know is YouTube causing you to lose your real life persona in exchange for the YouTube character. And that is why I really just try to keep it separate. Um, at least my personal life. Now, one thing I've been able to do successfully is integrate real life situations into MC Frosty, because MC Frosty, like, is an output for Jordan Pops. The things happen to Jordan Pops, and then MC Frosty puts a spin on it, writes a song about it. You know, is like Jordan's weapon to um, bring public accountability on people who have done me wrong, if they're not able to work it out. Like, you know, with most people, I'm like, yo, dude, you fucked me over here. Like, can we fix this? Like, say a cop who doesn't charge my sister for assaulting me. You know, like, dude, like, you're supposed to be charging her right now. She broke these laws. Why aren't you doing that? Oh, you're not gonna do your job? Okay. Oh, your supervisor not gonna? Okay. Well, I'm dissing you. future harem. I don't think I'm going to hit it big, but thank you. Frosty wanted to keep it a secret from Nancy. Maybe hold yourself accountable before others. Well, I don't blame myself for other people's actions. I do hold myself accountable when I'm fucking in the wrong. I have no problem admitting when I'm in the wrong. So, I guess that's. Couldn't tell me 3 ways. I can't tell you 3 ways I hold myself accountable. Wait, what? Accountable for what though? This breakup? Is that what you're talking about? Maybe hold myself accountable. I've like mentioned that like, I guess basically my unwillingness to give up my profession is one thing that I'm accountable for. My I'm like accountable for like speaking meanly, being like verbally abusive when I get angry. I'm like I'm usually pretty accountable. But how do I? But the question is, 3 ways to hold yourself accountable. Well, you admit you were wrong. You apologize, and you assure the person that's not going to happen again. Like you make the conscious effort not to repeat it. Those are the 3 ways that you should, in my opinion, everybody should hold themselves accountable. Realize the error. Apologize to whoever you've affected by the error. And avoid it from happening again as much as possible. That's like the way for accountability. A lot of people don't like admitting they're wrong. A lot of people don't realize they're wrong. They believe that they always acted in the right way. I try to act in the best way for myself, mostly. And sometimes, that means that I'm also acting in the best way for whoever I'm involved with, or whoever's close to me at that time or whatever. Like, it's not just, I don't know. Have I ever had the cops SWAT me or get doxxed? No. I doxed myself. Dude, I ran for mayor. Okay, my address and my phone number was publicly available to everybody. Like I was completely doxxed. Um, it's kind of weird. I like I the thing is, okay, the thing is, dude, is the cops in Cornwall, they knew who the fuck I was. Okay, before I started really streaming or getting to IFP2, the cops knew who the fuck I was. All right, so like, if someone tried to swat me or something, they would just turn on my channel and see what's up. You know what I mean? Or they would probably. I always suspected that if someone tried to do that, they would. You know, first off, cops know how to deal with swatting, but I would have a feeling that they would think that I was swatting myself or something like that. You know what I mean? Like for the views or whatever. But no, I never had any problems. Oh, I wouldn't apologize for focusing on my career. I wouldn't apologize. Based on based. Oh. No. And I didn't. Like I like I tried to adapt my career to that lifestyle. But in the end I needed to I wasn't able to do it the way I wanted to. That's all. Okay, I think I'm gonna end the stream there, guys. I gotta get some sleep, and I'll be checking out in the morning. So I'll probably give you guys an update. Tomorrow at some point. I do have a couch to sleep on for the next couple nights, so that'll be good. I'll be making some music, so that'll be fun as well. But thank you everybody for watching. I was gonna do some speedo dancing, but just didn't really. This isn't really the best spot for it, but thank you very much. Thank you, Yahweh. Thank you to the gracious and generous donations. Again, thanking to help pay for my hotel tonight and some food. And yeah, I will keep you guys updated. I don't know what the future holds. Hopefully, I can just find somewhere to live sooner than later. And once that's done, then I got to figure out the next step. But all right, guys, thank you all for tuning in. Stinky Pinky, everybody, faithless follower. Have yourselves a good night, and MC Frosty.